Didn't he tell you how to?
Like a cholo.
Oh, like a cholo.
I don't even know if I'm rolling.
Know what I mean? Hey. Okay, we freestyling. Start it off.
Play a beat then.
You going off the beat?
Are you gonna? Can you stay? Can you stay on that beat?
Yeah.
All right, good.
Let's get it. You ready?
Did you just swallow your gum?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna expand in your stomach, and you're done.
Hey, this nigga gonna be out of breath by the time I'm done freestyling. Hey, CDG, como de garçons. I don't really know the song.
Cholo.
I just say it all along. I say it along. Yeah. That shit sucks.
You know, Fad's mic smells like straight spit.
Hey, I like you, but I really want her.
Cholo, fool.
This used to be a classic. Who know about
It
that?
still is a classic. Don't disrespect my dudes.
Man.
Don't disrespect my dudes.
Who made the song?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
Let's
Do you
see.
know?
Down, aka
I didn't-
Kilo.
You didn't even know that.
No, his name is Down, aka Kilo. Fool. Jaway.
Reese,
Ja,
I
ja, ja, ja,
like
ja,
your
ja, ja.
fit today.
It's pretty smooth, huh?
You got
Are we
it.
doing fit check right now?
We could do that.
We could do fit check.
Real
Go
quick
ahead.
fit check.
I'll go first.
All right, fit check fads. Well, first off,
That's
welcome
why
back
he
to
said he
another
likes
episode.
your fit, because he wanted you to point out.
Oh, no, I was just looking at
Yeah,
him.
that's crazy. Welcome back to another
Why?
episode 8 of Talk That Talk.
Talk.
Y'all,
Talk
do you
that
understand that we're like
We're really doing this.
we're 8 episodes in, bro?
We're
Yo,
in
we're
it.
staying consistent.
It doesn't even feel like it though. But that is a good example of you enjoy. Like time flies when you are doing
You
something
know
that you
what?
enjoy.
You know what's the crazy thing, bro? It's not hard to shoot these podcasts. It's not hard to talk. It's not hard to post on social media. The only thing that's hard is just being consistent.
Just doing it.
Just doing
Stop
it.
And we're doing it.
procrastinating. Do that
So
So
shit.
let's give ourselves some flowers for being consistent, posting every Wednesday.
yeah.
Hey y'all, so we got like an interface, right, that records our mics through it, and our interface has buttons of like little play the funky, play A. Beep, 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 beep. You gotta just press it.
I hope you know we can't hear.
I can't even.
nothing
We can't hear it, but we're just moving because I know the sound. Yeah, is it done?
Wow,
Okay,
that's
but yeah. So we got it plays like it has like pre-built sounds into it. We can add different sounds into it. Like we can add funny sounds.
Before we get into this video.
Anyways, no fit check.
Okay, go ahead, fit check. I'm going to try
Fit
to
check.
find our giveaway
You know,
winner.
I got the stop being racist tee gallery department. You feel me? The Valid Bastards pants with the stacked jeans, right?
Yeah.
Good red. What is it? What's this called?
That's a corduroy. Good corduroy.
Corduroy, right? With the shoes. I didn't really mean to get the shoes in there because it's like it didn't really match. But I'm just show y'all.
That would be some shit if the glass broke.
So, yep, that's
Yeah,
my fit.
that would have sucked if the glass broke.
All right.
Justice, fit check.
Okay, fit check.
We can do the giveaway after this.
My fit check is, you know what I'm saying, classics, all white Air Force Ones, you know what I'm saying, black sweats, Zara, something slight, and then I believe this is 1213. Shout out to 1213. I'm pretty
Do you
sure.
wash your whites with colors?
No, but my girlfriend does.
Okay, yeah.
and
see,
I told her stop. I know because
you
they
need to
look
tell her
dingy.
stop touching the goddamn washer and dryer
They look
because
dingy
his
as
socks.
fuck.
Look,
How are
They
my
don't look-
shoes whiter than my
Wait,
socks?
They don't look that bad.
Nah, they
Fads.
look pretty
Don't
bad.
lie to him. First off, Justice.
He said,
Fit check.
Okay,
What?
fit check.
What?
Gucci slides. You know,
Yeah.
when have you ever seen anybody with these Gucci slides? Be honest.
yeah.
But it's rare, right?
No.
It's not like you Fad.
I feel like it's pretty normal to see the Gucci slides.
Not
Like,
these though. These are a different
Yes,
type of.
those
No, it's not.
exact ones.
No,
I've
it's
seen
not.
them plenty of times.
No, it's not.
Bro,
You
what
can
are
actually
trying to
take
say?
those back because they don't even fit me.
Yeah, I'm taking them back. They're mine. Gucci slides, white socks. I got some Dickies. I forgot what style these are, but
Boot cut.
brown Dickies. No, they're not boot cut. They're straight. They're straight legged.
Straight leg.
Good Blade Studios hoodie. I like Blade Studios because all their hoodies they cut the seam.
Yeah.
And they're not made like that.
That's from my
They're made like
closet.
regular
That's from
hoodies.
Jay Cook's closet.
That's fine.
Plato's closet.
That's fine. That's fine. I wear it better.
I like that hat you got on.
That's my hat as well.
You thought it was just a plain cream tee, huh?
Who's that? Presley?
Is that Tom Cruise?
That's Elvis.
Are you serious?
Nigga, we don't know who that is. Fucking John Travolta? Is
I
it?
don't know. I don't know
It
who it
is
is.
John Travolta.
I don't know. Anyways, Blaze Studios hoodie.
This nigga got a John Travolta. We're not gonna
Is this
skip
Dodgers?
over that. He has a
Is this a
John
Dodgers hat?
Yeah.
Travolta
Dodgers hat.
T-shirt on. Do you know? Never mind. Nothing.
Cool little fit, man.
Good Urkel
Good little
glasses.
fit.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna just start this podcast off hard, okay?
Very hard.
I've had this topic
Long
in my phone
and
for like a
hard.
week.
Just start it off.
I've had this
hard.
topic in my phone for a week,
Yeah.
okay? Do you feel like, and be honest,
Are
do
we
you
getting interviewed?
No, this is just, I've wanted to talk about this. No, let's talk about the Celtics. He wanted to talk about the Celtics. Let's talk about the Celtics. Fads had a question about what's happening with
just
the
didn't
Celtics.
know what
Nick, do you know what's
happened.
happening with the Celtics right now?
I don't know what's happening.
He's the head coach, right?
He didn't get fired. He got suspended for a
It's-
year. I seen that.
He got suspended. He was having an affair with one of the staff
What's wrong with
for
that?
He's married.
Oh.
So they suspended him for a year. Listen, imagine having an affair, getting caught, and then they just had a baby. His wife is she was on Friday, Ice Cube or someone's girlfriend on Friday.
Felicia?
I think. I don't know.
Not Felicia.
Oh.
No. Go on, Felicia.
I don't know her name. But it was that's his
girl.
wife. They just had a kid.
Ooh.
She looks so good.
Anyways,
It's not Megan Good.
they
She's
just
not
had a
on fire.
kid, and imagine getting suspended from your job that pays you millions of dollars, plus you just lost your wife.
Okay, can I say something? Why?
Who gives a
why,
fuck?
Why did they suspended him?
You said
Why-
who
why did
gives a
they-
fuck?
No.
Yeah, like who truly gives a fuck? Like not like saying like what you brought up is stupid. I'm saying like who gives a fuck?
Yeah, why does the team have to do anything with his personal life?
Exactly.
Why are they suspending him?
They're not suspending him because he had an affair. They're suspending him because he was
When
having
Magic Johnson was fucking a new girl every single day, they didn't suspend him.
Magic Johnson isn't a coach. Number one,
He was, wasn't he?
No, I don't think so.
When he was in the NBA,
Was he? You would know. Basketball?
He's a player, bro.
Yeah, I'm saying when he was in the NBA, he had a
don't
different girl
think he
every
was-
night.
that's bro.
What's wrong with having sexual intercourse? Okay,
Not
you have
saying
a
that,
wife.
bro. You
I'm not
gotta-
saying it's right to have it, but you have a wife. But it's like, what does that have to
You think
do
the Celtics are
with the
gonna
NBA?
want to have someone representing them? He's the head coach representing them, and he has all this backlash because of his affair. They're not gonna want him coaching. Like it could probably be affecting his brain too. You're not gonna want bros. NBA, that's a $1 billion franchise. Each team,
See, they're thinking way too fucking deep.
they're not thinking too deep because his family emotions or whatever could be affecting how he's coaching his team.
Well,
you
he
think I'm
wasn't
joking?
affecting- we're not. No.
Okay,
I'm
since
just-
they want to, why are you guys laughing at me?
We're not
it's
laughing.
It's not you. I'm saying it's just funny. Like it's funny to me that he would get fired for having an affair. Like honestly, what does that have to do with his coaching?
You don't know what the contracts are. Maybe it's he can be the head coach, but he can't. He's
It's
the
like
head
working-
coach. Like you can't.
Like
I
when
see
you're
players
working,
all
you
the
can't
time
be
having
fucking the
affairs with their
manager.
girls. They don't get suspended.
They're a fucking player. Thank you.
I've seen.
Wait, why did I
I've
agree
seen-
with you? No, I
I've
don't
seen-
give a fuck.
I've seen players have affairs with the cheerleaders.
Okay,
Why are they not suspended?
Okay,
They
whatever.
could be distracted the whole time. The shit is bouncing up and down the whole time
they
they're playing.
They think about the cheerleader the whole time they bouncing the ball and stuff like that.
We're past the fact.
Think
okay?
about bouncing
You guys
their
are
balls
pissing
on
me
their
off.
balls. Next topic: red flags in women. Let's talk about this because I feel like there are so many. With everything that's going on in the world right now, you got these artists, these girls that are popping up, and they're really like talking their shit. But like, it used to be reversed. It used to be the dudes talking shit, and girls are like, all these dudes are talking about fucking girls and blah 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 in their songs. Now these girls are talking about like making the nigga give them head, like fuck getting fucked. And basically what I'm trying to say is red flags in women. Let's talk about this topic. What are some red flags in women that have came to the surface in this time presently right now that you guys feel is something that has bothered you in either your girlfriend or a girl that you're messing with, or like we're interested in, but she showed a red flag and you're like, man, I can't even do it. Like,
Let Justice answer it.
I got it.
He asked the question. Let him answer it
he's
first.
I'm asking the question first.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think in the U.S., let's make
in the
that clear.
U.S.
In the U.S., I think we are unappreciative of what we have, and if we bring a woman from a different country and we bring a woman from the U.S. and we put them in the same room, their morals are going to be completely different. The reason why I say that, one is, and this is nowadays, females are, or women are entitled to the guy. I need a guy like this. I need a guy like that. I need this. Munch, boom, 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 stuff like that. Whatever it is, right?
Munch.
Then,
I seen Joe Biden. That nigga a munch. Nigga, he ate it for lunch.
Oh yeah.
That nigga a munch.
But I feel like, and then you have the woman from overseas, and they're not entitled. They don't feel entitled to anything.
Don't do that.
Why?
You can't do that. Like, you're basically, that's kind of discriminating in a sense, because you're thinking, okay, you're putting everybody in the US in a box, and then you're putting the people overseas in a box. It could, like, you could have two girls from the same neighborhood in Phoenix, and they could be thinking differently. There could be one girl that has...
all right, bet. You take 100 girls overseas and you take 100 girls in the US. I guarantee you the population, the percentage
majority
of the US is going to be higher.
Okay, but it's not going to be 100 to 0.
What are
It's
we
gonna
talking
be-
about? What's higher?
He's basically saying, like, women overseas are more appreciative and have better morals than the women in the U.S.
I'm not saying that completely.
He said that. Bro, I didn't say that.
I get what you're trying to say, but with the tante, I get what the tante. You're trying to say that girls in the U.S., yes, because of the music that's out, because of Twitter, TikTok, all this shit, girls expect...
Bro, what's up with Ice Spice? What about her? She's from overseas.
Bro,
and she's over here.
She's from the
New
Bronx.
No way.
Duh.
What?
Why does she have that accent, though?
You think somebody
It's a
from
New
London?
York accent.
Exactly. You
What
think somebody
accent are you talking-
I was about to.
Great Britain? That nigga Amanche. That nigga. Nah, I think red flags in women. I think maybe something that you were trying to get at is, yeah, a lot of girls expect everything. Like, it's almost to the point where females expect so much, which is not wrong, because, like, but why can't we expect everything? Or why can't we expect, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel as a girl, they expect that they are owed everything to them. Like, when it comes down to...
You're talking about Twitter girls.
No, bro.
who's
You've
talking about
been
Twitter,
dating a girl
bro?
for 3-4 years, so, like, you don't even understand.
Two and a half.
You haven't even touched the surface yet, bro.
The surface. But girls, like, they expect it all to be paid for. If you ain't got the and these bitches be bums. They be bums. Like, I'm sorry, but, like, they be bums. Like, if you expect something, you got to be able to come back with that, like, that exact same.
I think a big part of it is because women can get things a lot easier than men. And so when they're trained that, they automatically think, oh, well, I get what I want. So whatever I ask for, I'm going to get. And it's more of like, oh, well, the guy has to beg. And that shouldn't.
If I was a woman right now, I'd be making 7 figures.
For sure, there's so many ways.
OnlyFans, what? I'll be going crazy.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, girls are now, like, they expect so much. I mean, I feel like even just with social media, like, sometimes my girlfriend, she be showing me stuff on TikTok that be like, you know what I'm saying, the dude surprising their girl with, like, 100 gifts for 100 days or something wild. And I'd be like, that's cool, but, like, realistically, like, a lot of the times they're doing it for social media. So,
Yeah.
like, of course it looks good. Of course it looks so perfect. And that's something that you would want. But, like, at the same time, like, me getting you flowers at the kind of my heart damn near is the same message.
yeah.
Because I'm not even trying to put it on social media. I'm just doing it out of the love of, like, what I'm trying to do for you. And I feel like a lot of girls, they expect so much because of what they want to show on social media that their man is doing, or what they want to be able to like brag about on social media because their man bought them a Lamborghini, or their man gave them $20,000 for a business out of nowhere. Like, bro, nobody is doing that. If you're not trying to grow yourself, like, you can't be expecting to get like everything just handed to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, dudes, as a man, like, we work for our shit. Like, we can't just be handing over everything to a female unless she's like, you know what I'm saying, trying to build something for herself as well that's going to benefit me as well. Like, that's how I am. Like, my girl's going to school. Like, I'm excited because I'm like, you're about to have your associates. Like, I feel so much more secure that I have a girlfriend now that's like working towards something rather than back in the day. I had all my girlfriends, like, they were just like there, and I was just like, okay, what can you do? Like, what can you make for us? That's what they were looking at me like, and I'm like, damn.
Things like,
well, what about you?
Damn.
I think it's like expectations versus reality. And the expectations of things is people look at what they see on social media or what they see that goes viral. That's why social media is super crazy. But they
perception.
See,
Everything's perception.
Yeah, they expect for relationships to be like this, or they expect for love to be like this based off of what they see on social media. Now the thing is like love, if we really break down love is, you know, reciprocating the same energy that you're reciprocating to them. Love is, you know, like being a servant to them as they're being a servant to you. And I feel like the reality of things is you have to really dive deep and be like, okay, well, if I really love this person, you know, the reality of things is we're not going to look at social media and see what everyone else is doing, because social media is crazy nowadays. So it's like 100 gifts for 100 days. Like, what the fuck? I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Like,
That's the craziest thing.
Like,
That social media has fucked up a lot of relationships, because there's a lot of those. I can count 95% of my friends, their parents that grew up before social media, they're still together. And I feel like they are, because social media has put pressure on relationships to where almost 100% of the people in this world have social media. And so it's so hard for a boyfriend and girlfriend to look at these people that either have money, a bunch of money, and it looks like their relationship is so good because they're posting everything on social media of them traveling and stuff like that. And a girlfriend might look at a boyfriend, or a boyfriend might look at their girlfriend and be like, why aren't we doing what they're doing? Their relationship looks so fun. Like, what are we doing wrong? And maybe your relationship is going 100% good, but you have that conscious mind that you're seeing, that you saw 2 hours ago on Twitter, and you see this dude surprising his girlfriend with flowers, and then your girlfriend's looking at you like, why the fuck am I not getting flowers today? Yeah. And then that starts an argument, and that's why I feel like social media has fucked up a lot of relationships, because you get in that shit to where you start envying other couples that are on social media, and you're like, damn, am I doing enough? And maybe you are, but the girlfriend is either saying, why am I not getting this? Or the boyfriend is like, why aren't you acting like this?
Yeah,
you know?
and what's crazy is, speaking on the good thing, or the things that people glorify and like expectations of a relationship on what they think is good, people are also glorifying like toxic behavior on social media. I feel like a lot of the rappers, like City Girls, Megan Thee Stallion, blah, blah, like all these girls are talking about, even TikToks. Like, my girl be sending me TikToks where she be like she'll send me a TikTok and it'll be like some toxic shit, or it'll be some relationship shit that like the girl like expects from her man every day. Like, you know, have you ever seen those TikToks where they'll be like, I expect my man to come home, da 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 da. It'd be funny sometimes, but at the same time, it's like you're also building like this image in your head, like it's cute to be toxic.
Oh, that's what you like?
Yeah, like, nah, like I'm not.
Oh, that's how it is?
Yeah, like,
okay.
So I feel like just in a lot of 9 times out of 10, these relationships that are on social media, I've been around hella YouTube couples, hella TikTok couples, Instagram couples that people look at on social media and they're like, oh my God, they're perfect. Like, I want to be like them.
Post on your story about some shit like that.
Yeah, whole time these niggas are weird in real life. Like, they're not, they be having demons, like their relationship be terrible, or they be like, these people just be weird. And like on social media, that's their job. Like they make it look good because that's their image. But if y'all know like them personally, you'll be like, that's crazy. How you be like holding that image on social media? So you be doing that shit good. Like you're a good actor, because what you are in real life is totally different.
I seen some shit, and I don't even want to say the name, but they were talking about it on a podcast, and they was like, he be in every single girl's DMs, and they're a big YouTube couple.
Everybody already knows who it is.
Yeah, and I was just like, damn, he really be in it like that? And I asked my friend, and my friend confirmed it. He said he was in my DMs, but he be unsending his messages and shit. So that shit's crazy.
You know what's so crazy? The new iOS update. You can unsend iMessages.
Yeah.
Swear to God.
Bro,
Yes,
you can.
bro.
I can text you a message right now, and before you see it, I can unsend it, and it'll get off your phone.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Bro, it's
But
scary.
I'm about to go unsend all the stupidest shit I sent years ago.
That's wild.
I didn't say that.
That's like it's so weird. It's like I feel like these people that own Instagram or own all these social media shit or iMet or Apple and shit like that, they like set people up just to like.
Bro, let's not even talk about this shit because I be thinking about some. Bro, I be thinking about
Conspiracy
some shit,
theory.
bro.
Give it to me.
No, bro. I think about
Give it
something
to us,
in my head, bro.
Spence.
I think about it in my head. Next thing you know, I'm on Instagram and an ad pops up for the shit I was thinking about.
Oh, the
I didn't
government.
even- I
The
didn't
government
even-
is listening to
I
everything
didn't
you
even
say.
fucking say it, bro.
No, I didn't.
I was just thinking about it.
Have you
They
ever
got a
gotten-
chip in your I said,
head.
what the fuck?
Hey, have you ever gotten in your car?
Fuck out. Who's watching
Listen,
me?
have you ever gotten in your car? You turn it on, you put it in reverse. As soon as you put it in reverse, you look at your phone to turn some music on, and it says 13 minutes to this location,
Yeah.
and you're going to that location. I'm like, how the fuck did you know I'm going in and out?
Because all right, so I'll explain that one. There is, so your phone recognizes your movements, okay? So I used to have like a men's league every Tuesday and Thursday.
And it's the times.
And I used to go at the same time. So every time I leave my house, it'd be like, okay, you're going right here. And it'll put the address in for me. So it's like, I understand that. But when I'm thinking about something,
When you're talking to someone about something, and then like 2 hours later, you're scrolling on TikTok and that shit pops up. I was just thinking about that.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah.
I was watching golf. I didn't say shit about it.
You guys think the government is not tapped into your phones? Like,
Oh yeah,
Bro,
you're gonna see some crazy
they are
shit.
tapped into everything.
You're gonna see some crazy shit. You go through my phone, man.
What?
Yeah, I don't think anybody
I didn't wait. Why do y'all think like that, bro? I just said like,
Why'd you smirk when you said it though?
oh my God.
He said it like you're
Fat,
gonna see
every
some crazy
episode.
shit.
You're going deeper and deeper. You're gonna get to the fucking like what is that called when you
Jordan-
keep digging and get to the fucking.
Jordan's trying to dig me a hole, man.
You're gonna get to the black hole.
Hey, change the subject. Listen,
Damn.
do you?
Like
I want to ask this question, bro, because I want to know if anything will change or not. What would you do differently if you knew nobody would judge you? Listen, and be completely honest. Don't be like, oh, I'm myself 100% of the day. Like, shit. What would you do
exactly
differently
what I was
if
about to say.
nobody would judge you? Not your family?
You're saying like no matter what you did, you'll never get judged type shit.
Would you do anything differently?
All right, let me say one thing real quick. The beginning of my entrepreneur journey, I was scared to post about things.
Worried about what people thought of you?
I cared about what people thought because I was like, damn, what about this? Because I come from an Arab background. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, certain things that I do, like it's frowned upon. Like, bro, I posted a YouTube video of me going to the casino, and I lost like $3,000-$4,000, and I posted a YouTube video about it. And I went. This is so crazy. I went back home. Somebody sent the YouTube video to my mom. My mom watched the YouTube video and she thought I had a gambling addiction. And she started crying. She was like, "Oh my God, I lost my son." I did, but
the Middle Easterns, they don't play.
Yeah,
boy.
Well, do you, because are you, like, your guys' culture, or how would you say
Middle
that?
Eastern.
Religion?
Yeah.
Are tattoos allowed?
Yeah. It just depends. It depends. There's
on what the
different-
meaning is.
Depends on what the meaning and stuff like that?
it just really depends on
Your parents?
on certain beliefs in the religions and what you believe in.
Do you have to what's your religion or what do you practice?
Muslim.
Muslim.
Are you religious or are you spiritual?
What?
Like, are you,
what?
like, are you like, okay, I'm going to church every single weekend? I'm praying?
But their religion is different. It's not
we instead of like
Sunday
church, you guys go to church on Sunday. We go to like a mosque on Friday. This is the crazy thing. Y'all go to church after y'all already fucked up the whole weekend, and then God forgive me on Sunday. We go to mosque on Friday. Like, damn, bro, if I do anything this weekend, I'm gonna feel bad because I just got out of church or I just got out of mosque.
Yeah,
I'm not religious. I'm spiritual. Like, I believe someone is up there, but I'm not like, okay, I'm going by everything that the Bible says.
I'm tapping more into it. Week by week, month by month. I'm starting to go to the mosque more. I'm starting to pray more. Starting to do certain things like that. Just based off the fact that it's like when I was a kid, I didn't really like. I was getting forced to do it, but then I started really believing in it myself.
Is meditating considered like
nothing
going against your practice? Like,
no, meditating. When I meditate, bro, it's more of spiritual healing. It's more of cleansing energy. If I feel like I've been around a lot of energy lately, I just, like, let's just say I went to an event this last weekend. I'll be like, okay, I've been in contact with so much energy that I've been shaking people's hands, boom, 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 a whole bunch of stuff like that. I'll go and sit down in the morning, and I meditate a lot, maybe 3-4 times a week. And I sit down, I meditate 10 minutes, 15 minutes on my day, not a pre-recording, but like recorded meditation.
Yeah.
Do you guys believe in sage?
Sage, I've done it
like burning
before.
Sage, and
I've done
Sully's
it before.
did that here.
I feel like burning sage is not like a. I feel like it's more of like a mental thing. Like,
what does
okay,
the vibes feel like in here? She saged in here.
Yeah, I don't know. I get different vibes every time I come to you guys' house.
Saged for us, all 4 corners. She came in here. She said, "I just want anybody that ever comes in here, good vibes."
What
I
we
was
do
looking
though?
at her like,
No, listen.
Wait. Before that, we have to go get back to the topic that you said, with the question that you asked about people judging you, because then it went totally off topic. We got to revamp right back to that, bro. We got to revamp.
Recircle.
So I was talking about how, like, you get judged hard for being certain demographic or anything, whatever. But when I started my entrepreneur journey, I was just like, you know what, I don't give a fuck about what anybody says. And once I had that type of mentality, bro, I started doing things, and I started getting backlash from family and friends. But I realized, because I used to hang out with a group, and I used to be like, yo, let's make a YouTube. Shot it down. Oh, let's do this, let's do that. I was like, let's make a TikTok. Before TikTok blew up, and like, nah, that shit's for kids. Da da da. Boom, look at TikTok now.
That was my mentality at the beginning of TikTok. That's crazy.
Yeah, I remember you did say that. So once you have this mentality of I don't give a fuck about what nobody says, you tap into this another version of yourself, and you're like, man, you know what? I'm gonna make something happen. I'm gonna do something different, right? I don't care what nobody has to say about me. I'm gonna do what I want to do, because once you realize that you can do what you want to do to achieve what you want, you're gonna take things to the next level. You're going to be like, okay, you know what? Then there's a bad part to it, too, because then you can do too much, and then, boom, you're plastered on TMZ magazine, butt naked, running, the
I was going to say,
but
you have to have some type of, I feel like, especially when you're on social media, you have to have a fine balance of, like, understanding, like, where not to push the limits, but then also understanding that you have to push the limits. So you have to find that fine balance to where it's like, I don't think I would want nobody to judge me, because then you wouldn't know what you're doing right or wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you do something wrong, you get backlash, and you're like, oh shit, I'll never do that again. Oh shit. Mm-hmm. But if you do something good, you're like, okay, I need to keep doing that. Like, it helps you understand where you're going right and wrong. Now, if people are just hating just to hate, you know when that's happening. But I definitely don't agree with the whole, like, not having nobody judge me, because then I wouldn't know where I'm fucking up and where I'm doing good. Like, you got to have a fine balance of, like, understanding what not to do.
Well, I don't think he said
it was, would you do anything differently if you knew?
Didn't care.
No, if you knew, like, nobody judged you, would you have done anything differently?
I
feel like anybody would.
I would have did shit differently, but I would have fucked up, but then again, I wouldn't know because nobody's judging me.
Yeah, I feel like anybody would. I mean, like, if you're not getting any hate.
I don't know what I would do differently, though.
But also, like, if you weren't getting any hate, or, like, if nobody was judging you, you'd be like, I don't think you would be where you're at now. Mm-hmm. You got to think about it. It's like,
I might be farther.
I honestly,
ahead.
I like the judging. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, I love the haters. I honestly fucking hate y'all. But
Wait, what?
what, the haters?
Oh, you hate?
I hate saying haters. I hate saying haters because it sounds so cliche. But like,
Okay.
I don't like them at all. But out of, correct me if I'm wrong, Bo. Have I ever been the type that has been like reading the comments? Oh my gosh, they just said this. They just said that.
Nah, not really.
I've always, out of all three of us, me, Justice, and Jersey, and they really don't even look at the comments either, but
sometimes I do.
I've always, they came to me and been like, oh, they're saying this or saying that. I'm like, my personality, like, it is what it is. So I don't feel like I would have done anything differently because it never really affected me.
I take your comments under consideration. I read them.
I take them into consideration, but what the fuck I got to take the negative comments into consideration
I be sending the comments to these guys, and we be laughing. If you talk shit about us, we laugh about you.
We send it in the group chat. We send it in the group chat.
So go ahead and comment and flame us
because we
real
laugh
quick.
about it. Like, oh, Reese is this, Bads is did it.
Sometimes
we
y'all
laugh
be right.
about that shit.
Sometimes y'all be correct with some of the shit you be hating on us about.
You know what I was thinking about coming over here? I was really thinking like, how the fuck did we start a podcast? So listen, 4 years ago, when I started this music shit, I was not like, oh, I'm going to do this music shit and it's going to open up doors for me to do a podcast, for me to venture off to doing a YouTube with my girlfriend, to me doing, possible clothing lines, stuff like just venture, like different business ventures, stocks, all this shit. You never think, you didn't get into crypto or you didn't get into the stock trading or the entrepreneurship saying,
He doesn't trade stocks.
oh my gosh, bro. Making money. You didn't get into that shit saying, ooh, I know in a year, I'm gonna start a podcast. And I feel like what I'm getting to is you don't realize how much YouTube has opened up the doors to you doing so much other shit. Like you thought you were done doing basketball. You're about to do SneakerCon. You're about to you have your own team on SneakerCon this Saturday. And so like the little things that you're doing, and that just gets into social media, it just gets you to start like taking leaps of faith, like doing all this other shit. That wasn't like a question. It was just more of like
a thought.
Well, I have a question. Well, okay, for the viewers, everyone looks at where we're at right now and they're like, oh, I want to do that. I want to do this. But nobody really truly knows what we did to get to where we're at. And I'm not saying we're type of big or anything like that, but I would say, like Reese, you have a really good career going, right? Cook, you got a great career going. I look at myself and I'm like, okay, I'm doing better than the average. Now, what did you basically have to do? What do you feel like you did that people have not seen that made you get to where you're at?
You want me to answer that?
You can answer.
I'm gonna answer it too.
Yeah, answer for you.
I think a big part of it was when Popcorn and Justice had their apartment. They were like, "Bro, just come out to LA." They took the leap of faith and was like, "We're not making hella money right now. Of course, Popcorn is successful with his family business and stuff like that. Justice was like doing enough to get by at the time, and they were like, let's get this penthouse and we're just gonna go crazy. Like it was just like, okay, I'm not making hella money, but I need to do this because this is what's gonna take. And at the time we were like, we got to be in LA to do this. At the time we were like, we got to be in LA to grow, and you kind of did, and at that time. And so when they invited me and they were like, you can come sleep on our couch, it did kind of like take a toll on me because I was like, damn, I'm not giving them no money for rent, no nothing. Like I feel like a bum. But if I wasn't out there, I wouldn't be signed to Coke Boys.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have, like when I went out there, I was.
How long did you sleep on the couch for?
The whole time that they were. How long?
10 months.
A year.
See, that's what a lot of people don't know.
Yeah. So I slept on the couch for 10 months. Met French Montana, and I was like, yo, like let me just be around. I'm not asking for nothing. Like let me just be around. I was around them. French was inviting me to these events that he was going to, and I experienced so much shit I'm not a mainstream artist, but I experience shit like a mainstream artist. When you're walking around with a mainstream artist, they treat their whole camp
Entourage,
like they are the mainstream artist.
Wild. It's wild.
And so I go to his house, and bro, it got to the point where I would look at my notes. I have French's gate code. I have his studio code. I have his front door code. I like, and I'm like, dude, this dude literally trusts me so much. And I was in there. I would text French, yo, anybody using the studio? No, I'm not in there. Go ahead. I go in there, bro, recording like 3-4 songs a day. And that's when Nick was living like 15 minutes from the apartment. And I would go, it just so happened like the whole team was right there. Nick was in like a creator house. And so it was like Nick was the videographer. He had another, or he was the photographer and videographer. There was a producer, engineer, artist in there. There was a couple producer, engineer, artists in there. And so I met this dude, Fransky, his roommate. Bro, we went in there. I would be like, yo, Fran, you got 30 minutes. Let's cook up something and let's get it out. Boom. I'd knock out a cover on the mic. I'd be like, yo, Nick, let's shoot this in your backyard. We shot it. I put it up to TikTok, started growing numbers. And I was like, bro, this is so easy. I'm going to just do this. And so, but there was a lot of struggle. There was a lot of like, I don't got a lot of money. Like I was making $1,200. Some months I would have those months where I lock in a couple of $500 features, but it was a lot of struggle. Like it wasn't just, oh, he's posting on TikTok, he's getting all these numbers. And there's a lot of times where there's even still to this day, like Nick doesn't get paid hella to do what he does for me. And there's a lot of people around me that, because I'm not still right now, like I'm not getting paid what I want to from music. And so the grind still is going to keep going, but it definitely, there was a lot of people around me that sacrificed their time and money just to help me win. And so, and you can ask anybody that's been around me from the beginning if I've ever treated them differently now. And I'm pretty sure they would say no. And you can ask the one behind the camera right now. We still work. I've never like lost the people that have helped me get to where I am today. Like I still talk to them, bro. I'm working with the same writers that I worked with 4 years ago. Like legit. I don't switch it up. And so because I've gotten to where I'm at for a certain reason. And so why switch it up?
But do you feel like if you do switch it up, you can go to another level?
I feel like not cutting them out of my circle, but I can add other people. Like Nick knows. Like
he's saying he's not even talking about circle. He's talking about switch it up as in like do anything, right? Do something different. And
bro, it's life, bro,
because what you did got you to where you're at right now. But
so why are you not doing that anymore? Why are you not doing that anymore?
If you continue to keep doing what you did, you know, obviously it's going to keep you where you're at or get you a little bit higher. But if you try something new and do something different, maybe it's going to elevate you more than you ever thought you would elevate.
It's crazy because it took everything out of me. I had my managers talking to me like, yo, Nick is fire as fuck. But what if you work with another videographer for one video, right?
That's not the question he's asking.
Yes.
No, he's telling you he's not asking that. What he's asking is why, if what you were doing was working.
That's not what he's asking.
Yes.
He said,
why haven't you figured out how to do that plus more? Right? Is that if you're
no? I thought what you were asking.
I said basically you got to where you're at right now, utilizing the same resources that you're utilizing for the last 4 years, right? You said, and it got you to where you're at right now. Do you ever feel like you might need something new to take you to another level that you've never been to?
That's not what you just said. What I was getting to is I'm giving you an example. Me and Nick, he has shot every single one of my videos, right? We got to this song, No Label. And my managers were like, yo, let's try and get a production company for this. This was the first time like I was going to spend hella bread on a production company. Little do y'all know, every single video that me and Nick has shot, bro, it's been under what budget? Under $1,000 budget, other than No Label, under $1,000 budget, and it has came out like a movie. So when I tried something different, we flew out to Miami. We went to this big ass production company, and I noticed like I'm not comfortable. I don't want to switch it up with other people because with the people that I'm working with, we are still all at damn near the same level to where we want to see each other grow at the same time.
So you're not down to be uncomfortable.
I am down to be uncomfortable, but I guess that was just a bad experience, because when we got out there, it was not what it seemed like. We spent over $15,000 on that video, and it came out worse than what we did on $1,000 budget video with one.
But that's not going to
camera.
happen
one
every
try.
single time. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I feel like, and one thing,
That music video was fire. Like, whether it got views or not,
I don't know. See, I
everybody was like, damn, nigga, that's next level. And I felt like you, like,
maybe you're so
this is
used
getting personal.
to, yeah, maybe you were so used to, and this is me just talking, maybe you're so used to what you like that when you didn't have it like that, you were like, I don't know if I feel about that. But that could have been something that other people liked, and they're so used to seeing you like this. Once they seen something new, they're like, damn, bro, I fuck with that. But you don't necessarily know that because you're like, I didn't fuck with it, so you didn't try it out.
No, I do believe in that, because I did step out of my comfort zone, and I flew to Kansas like a couple months ago. I flew to Kansas, and I worked with another producer. I worked with the same writer that we be writing together, but worked with another producer, and he brought out a different sound in me. Mm-hmm. And I posted a couple snippets of like some unreleased stuff that I have, and like I was not expecting it to get the love that it did, and it got hella love. And so we're working on shooting some visuals for it. It's acoustic records.
I'm telling you right now, anybody that's watching this, if you guys have thought about starting something or you're doing something, if you're the number one hack, everybody's always like, do you ever get the question like, bro, what's some advice you would give to like upcoming entrepreneur or trying to grow on social media, blah, blah, blah. Same thing with me when it comes down to YouTube and Instagram or whatever it is. And I'm like, bro, I don't know like how hard I need to stress it. The only thing that I feel like I did differently compared to a lot of the people that started at the same, because when, we're at this point now, but when we started, we were at the exact same point as everybody else. The only reason why I feel like when you're saying what was that breakthrough, to answer your question, I feel like the only thing we did different was stay consistent.
Yeah,
like,
consistency.
If you can't figure anything out in life, if you don't know what it is that you want to do, if you can't figure it out, the best thing to do is stay consistent. Because at the end of the day, you could drop 1,000 videos and 999 of them do terrible, but that last one pops off, then you're rolling because you're already used to dropping content. So I feel like when it comes down to you, it's like you gotta lock in. Like you gotta get back to the old Reese and like actually just dropping shit. Like you guys need to be working, need to be going to the studio, you need to be taking these trips to like, fuck being like behind a big ass artist and being like, damn, I gotta follow him around, blah blah blah. Bro, people would die to be in that spot, to like just be seen or be in the scene. Like consistency.
That consistency is big. Like even like, okay, you go to the gym, you hit the gym for one day, you're not gonna be like, oh yeah, I see it already. Yeah. Like no, bro, you gotta hit the gym for a month, 2 months, 3 months consistently, bro, and you're gonna start to see results. And that's where a lot of people mess up, is they want this instant gratification of, okay, well I see him doing it, let me try it one time, let me try it 2 times, let me try it 3 times. Oh, it's not working. Okay, it's not meant for me. No, it could be meant for you, but the thing is, it's nothing like I said, nothing we do is hard in life. Nothing is hard in life, whether it is anything. Nothing is hard in life. The only thing that's hard is just being consistent at it. So like when I was asking that question, I was like, okay, well, you slept on the couch for a year, whatever it is. What were like, even let me ask you again, like what are some things that, obviously it's being consistent, but what are some things that like you did that nobody, not saying like nobody knows, like
it's rare.
That like a lot of people don't know that you did to get to where you're at right now. Like, if I were to answer that, like, I'll answer after you.
Okay.
But it's like,
I'll sum it up quick.
Yeah.
Just because I feel like I've talked about it a couple times, so the people that watch know. But I went from getting full ride basketball scholarship. It was a smaller college, but I still got the basketball scholarship. I was going to go to school. Dropped out. Started, living with my mom. She was like, yo, you got to get a job. I started doing, like, all these different jobs, like, roofing, moving cabinets, finish line. I even tried Olive Garden with him.
I worked at Olive Garden.
Then ended up getting the offer to go to LA and sleep in a studio with 2 other dudes. Went out there, slept on the floor and this like mini ass couch for a year and a half, 2 years. Grinded it out. Like I'm talking about broke, like $20 in my bank account every day, like doing shout outs to pay for meals type shit. And just risking everything that everybody on the outside was telling me was the wrong thing to do. I truly like knew what my end route was. I didn't know exactly how it was gonna go, but I knew as long as I stay consistent, as long as I put my all into it and am able to be comfortable being uncomfortable, that it'll end up working out. And luckily, thankfully, it ended up working out to where, yeah, we went up and down and up and down and up and down. And like a lot of people would have given up a long time ago if they were in my shoes. But for me, I don't want to work a job. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be uncomfortable. I don't want to have to think about, damn, I can't go to this dinner tonight because, you know what I'm saying, my bank account's low. I don't want to think about like, oh, I like those clothes, but I can't buy them because my bank account's low. Like, I'm not fascinated with being the richest man in the world, but I definitely enjoy being able to buy nice things and set myself up to where I don't need to depend on nobody else.
That's a good example of the struggle makes you appreciate things a lot more than if it was just handed to you. So you went through all these different type of trials and tribulations that make you appreciate now that thankfully you don't gotta worry about a roof over your head and still like it's not like our money is promised, like
and that's the scary thing. But yeah, I did, you know what I'm saying, sleeping on the floor, food stamps, like bro, really just like being depressed. Like I went through that shit. You just gotta go through that shit. Like if you're down right now, we're at 50 minutes, so we'll end it after you talk. But just pushing through, consistency, and just being able to sacrifice, you know what I'm saying, everybody else's opinion, not worrying about everybody else's opinion because you understand your end goal, I think is very important with trying to level up in life. And like eventually it'll work out.
I had to sacrifice my pride like multiple times to where I had to hit up these studio owners and make them believe in me to where I would beg them for free studio time. Yeah. Like I would beg these dudes for free studio time because I didn't have any money. I was sleeping on Justice's couch and I'm like, I gotta get in the studio. Like that was my only job. And I feel like a big part of that was because I was uncomfortable, because I was like, I'm not making enough money, and I'm still not making enough money, but I'm grateful where I'm at right now. I'm grateful that I have the YouTube with Raylene and this podcast with you guys and stuff like that.
Grateful for you.
But, and it sucks to say, but I'm comfortable and I shouldn't be.
Nah.
I shouldn't be. Yeah. And so me and Justice had a conversation like outside of this podcast, and we talked for a good like 2 hours. Me, Justice, Sellies, and Raylene, and I felt like I got that spark back. And so
it takes, I feel like we talked about that. Sometimes it takes somebody when you're feeling like, you know, everybody knows. Sometimes it's not even your family member or friend. Sometimes it's somebody random that comes up to you and is like, I see what you're doing, keep doing it. And it gives you that like, oh shit, somebody that's not just gassing me up. Yeah. So what would you say helped you break through?
You have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. And so that's one thing with me, man. Even coming up on the journey when I was dead broke, bro, like I didn't have nothing to my name. I quit my job. I was making $600 a month. I didn't know I was going to pay rent. I was going to pay my car, and I was paying nothing. I was like, I'm going to just get it. I'm a go-getter. I'm going to go get it. I've had 19 jobs before the age of 23.
Yeah.
So it's like I've always been able to work, but I've always been that person to where if you disrespect me, bro, I'll walk out in a job right there.
Facts.
So like you be like, yo, go clean the bathroom. Make sure you do that shit straight. Fuck you. Like I'll walk out.
Make my shit straight, bitch ass nigga.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'll walk out. And so like I've been, bro, this is crazy, bro. But like on the come up, like I used to be in a crib with 20 people sleeping in the crib, sleeping on floors. To go downstairs, I would have to step over bodies to go downstairs. I was comfortable.
I remember.
I had a girlfriend at that time too, so it was super hard, bro. So it was like I was stepping over people to go downstairs. But this is the type of environment I had to be in. I had no privacy at all, bro. Like I couldn't do nothing. But I knew I was surrounded by people who wanted that shit just like I wanted that shit. But I just wanted that shit a lot more than a lot of people. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So I was doing shit that like a lot of people weren't doing. Like I was staying up, locking myself in my room, studying shit, personal development. Like, bro, I gave up smoking weed. I gave up video games. I broke up with my ex. I sacrificed so many things for what you could call success.
For your future.
For my future. And what a lot of people don't understand is a lot of people just want to, I like my girl, or I like the game. I like smoking weed. Like, you could like certain things like that, but if you understand what's holding you back and you find out what's holding you back and you come to a realization like, okay, I need to give this up in order to go up, that's what you need to do.
I just threw my game out.
See?
I just unplugged my game.
You're getting into a stage where you're like, fuck, bro. Like, you say you got back into that mode. Like, I just got back into that mode. Somebody walked up to me, bro, and was at the event we were just at in Arizona. Bro, like 15, 20, 30 people walked up to me, bro, this podcast, bro, boom, boom, boom. Bro, you're an inspiration. I said, damn, bro, like, I've always, like, I need to get back into that mode.
I feel like it's crazy because I feel like the podcast kind of sparked, like, I was just talking to the barber Gabe about this. I was like, for some reason, I just feel like the podcast is something that we all three needed to just show and prove to ourselves that, yo, look, like, we don't have to be stuck in a box. Like, we don't have to keep doing what we're doing. And this is just giving you another insight as to, like, if you just go hard and just try new things and be consistent, like, it will work out.
Well, it's making us have conversations that we wouldn't have outside of this podcast. Yeah. I mean, now we do, but it's making us have these conversations that we wouldn't have before this podcast started.
It's like having two mentors,
and we get to sit down
every week.
We could just sit down for 45 minutes to an hour and just talk about shit that we need to be talking about.
Like, when do you ever sit down with your friends? Literally, okay. For all the viewers, when do you guys ever sit down with your friends and talk about how you guys can create another stream of income, how you guys can be boss-ass entrepreneurs, how you guys can take it to the next level? Because when I used to sit with my friends a long time ago, we used to smoke weed, we used to play 2K, and we used to talk about what we're going to do for the weekend. Once I switched my mentality up and I was like, you know what? I want to surround myself with people who want to get that shit. Then all of us are entrepreneurs. All of us are in different lanes, but all of us have the same type of mindset, right? And we're all like, to where it's like, I felt like I'll feed off of your energy. I'll feed off of your energy.
It takes a certain individual.
Yeah, bro. So it's like, I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be here, bro. I'm grateful to have, the friends that I do, the family that I have, and just, the mentors that I got. So it's like,
be grateful.
Yeah. Start thinking bigger. Stop thinking so in the box.
You need to be thinking big, bitch.
You need to be thinking big, bitch.
Anyways, thank you guys for coming to another episode of Talk That Talk. Episode 8. We're going strong for y'all. Busting out videos every Wednesday at 3 p.m. MST time.
No, PST.
MST.
PST.
MST is the same shit. Mountain Standard
Time. Arizona is PST right now.
MST time right now is 3:35. It's 2:35. PST time.
Swear to God.
Yes, bro.
Daylight savings.
2:30.
Anyways, you guys just heard it. Anyways, you guys can follow us on our social medias at Big Fads, JCook2Jiggy, and at what?
Young Reese.
He got it. Shout out to the people behind this podcast with us, Nick Lamarck, behind the camera, running our audio and our visuals.
Good production.
And shout out CO.
Before we get out of here,
we got a $100 giveaway.
Go and do that giveaway, man. Go to the Instagram and choose a follower that followed us recently.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
Fads wants you guys to win $100.
Smart guy.
Get some money, man.
All right, so shout out to
scroll and stop.
Eyes you closed. Scroll and I'll pick.
Okay.
So it's not cheating. I'm looking too. Who's this?
Let go. Shout out to Tito X323. That's Javier X at 323 X Tito X323.
Screenshot it.
He has a lot going on.
Shout out to Javi. Is it Javi or Javier?
Javier.
Shout out to Javier for winning that $100. This is not the last $100 giveaway. We will be probably doing one in the next couple episodes again. Mm-hmm. So we want you guys to win too. You guys are showing love to us, and so we appreciate that, and we give kudos to y'all. And anything else you guys got to say?
Nah, let's get it.
Just DM'd him. So
see you guys on the next episode. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom.